Legislative Day number 5 will now come to order. Please rise for a moment of silent meditation. I will now call upon Councilwoman Bevins, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of February 19, 2019?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
The journal is approved. There are no bills for enrollment this evening. Mr. Secretary, will you now read all bills for introduction, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Bill 6-19, sponsored by Councilwoman Bevins, entitled Zoning Regulations, Uses Permitted in the RC2 Zone, Bakeries. Bill 7-19, sponsored by Mr. Patoka, entitled Zoning Regulations, Animal Boarding Places, Kennels, and Pet Shops in Residential Zones.
Council will now consider our bills for final reading and vote. Mr. Secretary, first bill, please.
Bill number 1-19, entitled 2018-19 Capital Budget, Miscellaneous Intersection Improvement.
And I see we have Mr. Steve Walsh here. Good evening, Mr. Walsh.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the council. The administration is requesting a supplemental appropriation of state funds totaling $1.4 million to the Miscellaneous Intersection Improvement Bulk Capital Project Fund. Funds will be used for all project costs, and that includes property acquisition, planning, design, and construction costs relating to improving the sight distance at the intersection of Maryland 30, which is Hanover Pike, at Mount Gilead Road.
Are there any questions or comments from the members for Mr. Walsh? All right, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 1-19.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Bill 1-19 is passed. Thank you, Mr. Walsh. Council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the Council's work session on February 26, 2019. The witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony if needed. If a council member has any questions regarding a particular fiscal matter, that item will be discussed as a separate issue. We'll now call upon the Secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 through 11.
Fiscal Matter 1 is a contract with Johnson Controls Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 2 is an amendment to an agreement with CourtSmart Digital Systems Incorporated. Number 3 is a contract with Tender Heart Group LLC, doing business as Foundations Medical Adult Daycare. Fiscal Matter 4 is a memorandum of understanding with Northwest Hospital Center Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 5 is a contract with Precious Jewels Assisted Living Incorporated. Fiscal Matter number 6 is a grant agreement with the State of Maryland Board of Public Works for road improvements. This, I believe, is related to the bill that you just passed. Fiscal Matter 7 is a contract with Advanced Scale of Maryland LLC. Fiscal Matter 8 is an amendment to an agreement with Tito Contractors for services at the Western and Central Acceptance Facilities. Fiscal Matter 9 is an agreement with MedStar Franklin Square Medical Center. Fiscal Matter 10 is contract with Physio Control Incorporated. And Fiscal Matter number 11 is a contract of sale with Betty L. Holmes at 606 Freeland Road.
Are there any questions or comments from the members on any of the fiscal matters 1 through 11? All right. Hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 through 11. Wait, is there a motion? I'm sorry, is there a motion to approve fiscal matters 1 through 11?
Second.
Motion and second. Now, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 through 11.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Fiscal matters 1 through 11 are approved. We will now consider miscellaneous business. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
First item, Mr. Chair, is announcement of contracts that were awarded over $25,000 by a process other than formal competitive bid, which requires that the contracts be announced at the next legislative session following the award. There are 2 such contracts this evening. First is with Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, doing business as BGE, total of $37,577. And the second one is with Patriot Fire LLC, and this contract is in the amount of $230,000.
Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
The next 2 items are reappointments, Mr. Chair. The first is reappointment to the Baltimore County Board of Appeals by Mr. Catch of Joseph L. Evans.
I'd like to move
Councilman.
the reappointment, please.
There's been a motion for
I'll
the
second.
appointment, and there's been a second. Any questions or comments? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointment.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
The appointment is confirmed. Mr. Evans isn't here tonight, right? Okay. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is the reappointment by Councilman Marks to the Baltimore County Board of Appeals of Andrew M. Belt.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you very much. These appointments are probably the most important ones we make as council members, and I think we've all made very good appointments over the years. I've told this story before. I used to come home from college, and my father would be in the basement writing out opinions, as my father served on the Board of Appeals. He was appointed by Councilman Gardena for a number of years. Mr. Belt was appointed by my predecessor. I retained him on the Board of Appeals. He has done a wonderful job. I think he's been a very moderate voice. He brings some seniority to this panel, and I'm very happy to renominate him for another term.
So that was a motion?
That's a motion.
And
I'll second.
there's been a motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointment.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
No.
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
The appointment is confirmed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Resolution 23-19, sponsored by Councilman Quirk, a property tax refund request for Charles A. Downs, who is entitled to a refund by virtue of being a disabled American veteran.
I'll move it. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 23-19.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Resolution 23-19 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 24-19, sponsored by Mr. Quirk, also property tax refund for Dale B. Ruckel, who is entitled to a refund under state law as a result of being a disabled veteran.
I'll move it. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 24-19.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Resolution 24-19 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 25-19, sponsored by Councilman Patoka, property tax refund request in the name of Pablo E. Morgan, who is entitled to a refund under state law as a result of being a disabled veteran.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 25-19.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Resolution 25-19 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 26-19, sponsored by Councilman Catch, property tax refund request in the name of John B. Wilhelm Jr., who is entitled to a refund of property taxes paid under state law as a result of being a disabled veteran.
Mr. Chairman, it's my honor to move Resolution 2619.
Second.
Motion and second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 26-19.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Resolution 26-19 is passed. Mr. Secretary, is any further business come before the council?
There is no further business before the council, Mr. Chair.
And is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So move.
And is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. As is customary, anyone who signed up prior to the meeting with the Secretary is allowed 3 minutes to speak. Mr. Secretary, are there any speakers signed up for this evening?
I believe there is one speaker, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And if we could call Mr. Dwayne Davis for up to 3 minutes to speak to the council. And good evening, Mr. Davis.
Good evening, County Council members.
How you doing, Mr. Dave?
I'm doing wonderful. And
Good.
yourself?
Great.
All right, y'all can start the timer. My name is Dwayne G. Davis Sr. I am an independent filmmaker. I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an activist. On February the 7th, 2011, I was kidnapped by Scott Schellenberger because I was making a movie about the Democratic Party and racism in Baltimore County courts and their judicial system. All this can be collaborated through the Department of Justice and the Office of Eric Holder. I was in a witness protection program in which I applied for. On February the 7th, I was kidnapped. On February the 2nd, I turned Scott Schellenberger into the Department of Justice. Now, I've been to Councilman Bevan's town hall. I've been to Councilman Jones's town hall. I've been to Councilman Patoka's town hall. And I've made this very clear. I was innocent and found innocent of all charges. And I asked my county board members to address my issue of property that was stolen. That property that was stolen was worth a lot of money. I was also property on Falls Road that was in dispute. I asked y'all about an audit. Now, Johnny Oleski just wrote a letter asking for the Department of Justice to investigate my case and my incarceration. Now, I'm asking the county council to do the same thing. Now, I went to Annapolis, and my delegation from Annapolis, Sandy Rosenberg, and other delegates said that they're going to give me access to the grand jury. I got to go city, county, state, and federal levels. All right, I asked Congressman Cummings on the federal level. So now I'm asking you again, for the 14th time, I need all the emails that I've sent you to be submitted to the Department of Justice. I need you to either say that you're going to aid and assist me or not, because I gave the county council a writ of certiorari. Because when I started this, I gave Chief Justice Robert a letter saying that I was going to approach the Supreme Court under the war on drugs, and that's what it is all about, the war on drugs and racism in the courts. Now, I gave y'all a writ of certiorari over a month ago. I gave y'all letters, and y'all have not responded to anything that I've given y'all in over 2-3 years. I had to reshoot the footage that they stole from me. That's why I got the camera rolling now. Because last time, y'all, not y'all, but Schellenberger and the Baltimore County Police Department took my footage. Now we got live feeds, and everything is like right there for the voters to see. You feel me? Plus you got TV. So what I'm asking is for y'all to do your job. I'll be seeing you on your county, at your meeting, Mr. Quirk, and we're going to talk about our conversation at Panera Bread, and we're going to talk about my conversations that I came to your office. I need those emails on Wednesday when we talk, because if you ain't got them, I do. I got 16 seconds. Is there anything that I can answer for you? In the legal office, y'all know what I'm telling you is true, because I got a right of representing myself. When y'all took my property, y'all participated in collusion. Anything to say?
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for listening.
All righty. On that note, everyone have a wonderful and safe drive home. Thank you all for being here.